And elsewhere, leaders allied to the Kenya Kwanza now want Azimio leader Raila Odinga to be held accountable for the losses accrued from yesterday's protests in several parts of the country. On their part, Azimio leaders have reiterated their demands to the government to address the high cost of living, saying that they will submit a request to the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, that is IPOA, to lay off police officers who disrupted their protests. Our reporter Dolly Gimbuvi now reports.
A day after protests returned violent were witnessed in some part of the country, several government leaders have voiced their concerns on matters arising from the Azimio-led demonstrations. Following the destruction of the UDA party offices in Kisumu County, UDA Secretary General Cleophas Malala has condemned the Vandalism Act, saying that they have written to the Registrar of Political Parties to compel the ODM party to take responsibility for the crimes committed.
Sisi kama chama tunaenda kuandikia Registrar of Political Parties aende ahakikishe kwamba ODM wamewajibika vilivyo kwa yale kama chama kwa ile ghasia ambayo walifanya kule Kisumu jana. Na vile vile ningependa kuambia wale wanachama wa UDA wa Kisumu, msiwe na shaka, kuchoma jengo ama kuchoma magari yetu sio mwisho wa chama.
Members of Parliament allied to the ruling party have castigated Raila Odinga for the mass action, which they say crippled business activities and services in some counties, further noting that it will force the government to spend billions in repairing and renovating the affected areas.
I want to encourage the Inspector General of Police, fear nobody. Don't just arrest the young boys and young girls who are being paid to demonstrate. If the buck stops at the door of Mr. Odinga, go for Mr. Odinga. If the buck stops at his sponsor's door, go for them. Failure to which, then you leave Kenyans to protect themselves and to protect their property. And we do not in any way desire that time comes to pass in our lifetime.
They have called on security agencies to commence investigation into the issue, make arrests and bring all parties to book.
The only challenge that we want to give to the police is that those looters that are publicly known, those that have been captured on cameras, breaking up meetings, stoning people's vehicles, going into business premises, we want to see them arrested and arrested right now. The leaders that have been accompanying them into these demonstrations, they also need to be arrested and brought to book.
On their part, the Azimio leader have praised the media for covering the day-long protest, while strongly criticizing security personnel for inciting violence by engaging in the running battles during the mass action.
We have seen images, and you people captured them, of police officers firing tear gas, using water cannons on people who are just marching peacefully. What we have decided to do as a coalition is to identify individual police officers who must then bear responsibility for their acts and omissions yesterday. The first one is the OCS for KICC, who was the one ordering his subordinates to tear gas us without any justification.
We want to plead with the police. Please, let the demonstrations be peaceful, because they are going to go on. So please, let them be peaceful. Don't make them violent. Don't misuse the tear gas you have. Some of them yesterday ran out of tear gas. Don't misuse the water cannons. Now I'm told all the water cannons are in garage being repaired. Reserve those things for a better day. Don't misuse them. So it is the choice of the police to make either the demonstrations peaceful or violent.
Kenyans are tired. Kenyans demonstrated yesterday. And yesterday, it was not only Azimio demonstrating. It was every Kenyan who is now tired, who is hungry, and who knows that what is happening with this William Ruto administration is illegal.
This comes even as the Kisumu Governor Anyang' Nyong'o is pushing for the arrest and prosecution for the police who shot a Maseno University student during the anti-government protest in the county. Nyong'o said the protest was peaceful despite the cases of a few people whose mission was undetected. Dolly Gimbuvi for Hope TV, Nairobi.